the UWell blocks kit. Let's have a look. Hey guys, Vick here, back with another review. Today we are looking at this. This is the blocks kit from UWell. What is it? It is a pumper. It is a Squonk pumper system. Brand new from UWell. It's an unregulated device, single 18650. And yeah, it is a pumper. It pumps. So what's going on here is you've got your RDA on top, the Nunchaku RDA. This is an RDA that actually came with the Nunchaku kit when it turned into an RDA kit. It's the same RDA as that, but now obviously bottom feeding, and that sits on top of this kit, and it is a pumper. You pump this button to release the juice. Now, it's a traditional pump style, so it has a very traditional pump mechanism, which means that the juice, generally speaking, doesn't go back down like we saw on the Revenant, but ultimately it does pump the juice out very, very well. So you've got your pumper here, you've got a micro USB if you want it around the back, you've got your fire button here. It is an unregulated device, 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off, and yeah, basically you pull this open and you have an 18650 and a tank of juice in here. So that is what's going on. Let's go down low so you can have a proper look at this. Then we'll come back up top. We'll talk about price, colours, what I think of it, and all that good stuff. Let's go. Okay guys, very quickly, I'm just going to show you what you get inside the box. So you get some cotton, you get some O-rings, you get your screws, Allen key, all that good stuff. And you get a USB cable. So that's the extra things in the box. Let's get on with it. Here she is. This is it. This is the blocks kit from UWell. Okay, starting off with the RDA. Nunchaku RDA that came with the RDA version of the Nunchaku kit. So it's a 2-post affair. You basically just use a big Allen key on here, and yeah, and it's a two-post affair. All I would say about that is you can't get super crazy massive coils in here. You can't get super crazy massive coils in here because it's a 2-post affair, but it's a fairly solid RDA. You want your coils surprisingly low. Because when you've got your airflow on, the airflow is actually quite low, so you want to line that up nicely. It's not a bad RDA at all. The one addition obviously is the Squonk pin, and that shoots the juice out side to side. I'll show you that when it's back on the device, but a very solid 2-post RDA. This is the mod. This is it, the blocks mod from UWell. A range of colours and therefore patterns available. You know how it goes. This is what it looks like. You've got your fire button here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fire button there, and that's 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off. It's an unregulated device but with safety features. You've also got a juice level display here. I've got it on its back, so it's not really showing you clearly, but you can see how much juice you've got left. Massive capacity in here. You've also got your Squonk button up here, so it's like another pumper basically, and that pumps like that, and that fills that up. Kind of a classic pump in that it doesn't really suck it back down like the Revenant that we recently does. You've got your micro USB here if you want to use it. It's a single 18650 device, and you've got your spring-loaded 510 up top here. And yeah, no issues with that. That's flush. That's flush on the device as well, so that's good. Nothing much going on underneath. So let's open her up. The whole thing exists kind of on a big case. There we go. So this is how it works. So you've got your 18650 battery here, and then you've got this big old tank here. And this is like a hard plastic material. All you do with this is pull it out, You can see that it is on a feeding tube, and you just fill your bottle up like that, and it is pushed back in, and that is pushed back in nicely. And yeah, like I say, holds an absolutely whopping amount of juice. 8650, nice and flush. You've got your hole there so you can push it out of, but there's no more else to see really. All the electronics is in this bit here. Fill it up as you like. Put the window side obviously on the bottle side, and you put it back together, and happy days. Now, because I've taken it out of the taken the bottle out of the feeding tube and all that, it will have released the pump pressure, so we'll have to do a few pumps, but we'll give it a pump for you guys to see. So it's quite juiced up, so we won't go crazy, but as you can see, it pumps out really nicely. It spurts them out of the sides like that, and that is how it works. Put my RDA back on. Actually, I'll just fix the airflow on it. I like it half. Line her up, and she's back on, and there we go. There it is. There it is. The blocks kit from UWell. Let's go back up top. Let's talk about this. Okay guys, that was the blocks kit down low with Nunchaku RDA. An absolute crazy beast of a thing. I was not expecting this from UWell at all. A lot of people have gone down the squonking route, a lot of people are now going down the pumper route, and it'll be interesting to see ultimately down the line which one in the mainstream world wins out, you know. Very interesting indeed. There are some really interesting upsides to this kit. The biggest one, by absolutely miles, the biggest stat on paper that jumps out is the capacity of this device. The way they've done it, the size of it, means that it has apparently a 15ml capacity bottle in here. 15ml capacity. That is superb. That is superb. Like if you're taking this to work or taking it out for the whole day, 15ml of juice should be doing you an entire day. That is crazy. Really crazy. Another nice feature of this is that it's all completely enclosed. It doesn't look like a squonker. It just looks like a box mod really. And I think, although I love my squonkers, I think there's something to be said for the fact that you can't see the juice bottle. The juice bottle's not exposed. The battery's not exposed. It looks clean and neat and tidy and doesn't give any sort of thoughts of messiness, you know. Looking at it, it's a complete mystery how it works when you just look at it out of the box. So I think that's a nice advantage as well. In terms of the unregulated power output, seems absolutely fine. I love that it's got all the electronic safety features built in with it as well, so it'll tell you if it's a short, it'll tell you when to charge it, all that good stuff. 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off, so it's handy in your pocket. All that sort of excellent stuff. So, you know, there are a lot of nice advantages to this kit, and I think it's very, very good. Another positive I'm going to level at this is price point. I haven't got the official RRP, but I'm told it's going to be very affordable as ever from UWell, slightly more than the Nunchaku kit, so £50–60 for this kit, including the RDA. That's a banging price if that turns out to be the price that I've been told. So that's mega cool as well. So yeah, I think it's very well made. I think apparently it's going to be a very nice price, and I think it has some very clear advantages. I like as well, it's got the micro USB. It's a single 18650, so there's no balancing issues. Charging it on the USB at work will be very handy. You will run out of battery life way before you run out of juice. So the fact that you can just plug it in at work or wherever you are could come in real handy. So there we go. In terms of the 18650 battery life, it's exactly how you'd expect really. It's exactly how you would expect it to go. It doesn't feel like it's super short or cutting me off super early, but at the same time it is just a single 18650 battery that you are squonking with, so it's what it is. This is how mine is vaping. Obviously how yours vapes will depend on how you build it. I don't like to go too low with these kind of things, you know. I've got a nice 0.35 dual coil in here, and I am happy with the flavour and the clouds. Speaking of the clouds and the flavour. It's a solid RDA this. It's not pulling up any trees, it's not in any way spectacular. I think the way they've done the squonk pin is excellent with the 2 juice spurts pointing out. I think that's a very good way of making this a bottom feeding RDA. But it's a solid RDA, but completely unspectacular. I've got no major gripes with it. The only one note I would give is it's surprising how low you want the coils on here. I've always been surprised by that. And you can't get major, massive, crazy coils in here. Because it's only got 2 post holes and all 4 leads have to go for those 2 holes, you can't get your insane coils in here. But again, I don't think this is the right thing for that. So, negatives. I'll level a couple of negatives at this thing. First of all, the look. For my money, I've seen 3 colours, blue, black and grey. The blue and the black are a little bit out there. They've got quite edgy design patternings on them. The grey one, for my money, is the slickest looking. But I'd love to see one that was really classy, like some sort of faux leather on these panels and just stainless steel, something like that. I would love to see a smarter looking one of these. As I've mentioned, the pump action is a traditional pump action, so the juice doesn't go back down like in a squonker or like in the Revenant pump action squonker that we saw. So that's a thing. Some people might not be happy with the battery life. Single 18650 unregulated. You're dripping. Well, you're using an RDA on top, cloudy device. So some people might not be happy with the battery life. So I'll level that at it as well. And that's really it. There's a lot more positives than negatives. It will depend on your vape style. It depends on how you vape and what you think of the looks and things like that. But this is a solid vape. I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed. The 15mm capacity is an absolute winner for me. I think it's cool. I think it's handy. I would like to see more designs on here, slightly more grown-up designs, if you like, on here. But overall, I'm impressed with this. Power output seems nice. It's a solid RDA. We've seen it before. And overall, I think it's a solid kit and a solid performer. It's good to see UWell doing some rebuildable kits and proper mods and stuff. Obviously, mainly known for their brilliant sub-tanks. So really cool to see UWell doing that. Overall, I am impressed with it. Overall, I think it's pretty good. Let me know what you think in the comments. Anything I've missed, just put in the comments as a question and I'll try to answer it. Like and subscribe if you've not already, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.